Leo, here is your March guidance. You have the card of Heat and Buffalo Run Free. So basically, like, the Heat card's a bit like the seasons, being in winter and then we're going to spring. It gets a bit warmer and gearing us up for the summer in a sense. So it might just say to you, some of you have been in kind of like the winter phase. Now remember, a cycle can be like one day to like 20 odd years or even longer. So some of you may have been in this winter cycle for a long time, but things are heating up around you, but you still have a little bit of a way to go. Now these wings that sort of like want to flap are very much about your beliefs at this point, and the end game is all about knowing what you desire and doing something a little bit different about it now. So you might have to, especially with the buffalo, step out your comfort zone a little bit more, try something different. Buffalo is a very powerful card. It's about prayer and abundance, about knowing what you desire, but it would just graze along, so you have to make sure that you are changing something. So if nothing's changing in your world, and you're thinking this ain't happened, but have you changed? Have you changed something inside? And that's kind of what the card of Buffalo can be about. So if you've had a time where nothing has changed around you, this is your time when things can really start moving forward with the Heat card, but you may have to change something in with you. So if you're waiting for something outside, you may have to change something with you, and the reason why it's not happening is maybe it could be because of you. So be mindful of that. So maybe it's just changing your mindset, maybe it's getting healthier, fitter, maybe it's changing, learning something new, adding something else into the mix. You need to shake things up when the Heat card comes in, because this could be a time when your whole life could change. Now remember, we have Venus retrograde, we've got Mercury retrograde, we've got a lot of planetary stuff going on this month. You may feel like you're all over the place and stuff like that, and you may actually just want to be like your lion that just wants to sit down and do nothing. So you may feel quite tired, but don't. It's time for you to get a bit of a strategic plan there. So you don't need to know how everything's going to work out, but you need a bit of a plan, Leo. And this will be when the buffalo will start coming into play. And that run free card could be where you actually like to go further into the year, especially from now up to your birthday. You're like, I'm free, I feel free, I feel like I'm out of those chains of restrictions. Remember, what I'm getting quite strongly with you is that this part of the journey is yourself. You need to change something. I feel like it's a good time to learn, research, with Buffalo, step out of your comfort zone, explore new areas. And also as well, Buffalo, some of you, things may suddenly change. Something may change around you, something may happen. You're like, wow, and off you go. You could bump into someone that could change your life. You could move, you could change your job, a job come up. It could be that time where things can change around you. May not necessarily be landing in your lap this month. If you do move, if there's things going on with like movement and travel, remember Mercury retrograde, the normal things, double check things. If you're moving, go and check it's okay. Don't make any decisions under stress or anxiety. Sleep on it, come back to it as well, but but just do those things. But the Heat card is a very powerful card, said you're moving into a stronger phase with the buffalo, so it wants you to get going. This is why I think it's really important. You've got to push yourself a little bit more this month. Push yourself. Don't, if you've got those ideas of wanting to do this, explore it, try it. You never know who you're going to meet. You'll never know what's going to change around you. The buffalo is a powerful card, but you have to move with the buffalo. You can't just graze around, in a sense, really. You've got to get going. Remember what I said to you, this is just the Leos that are finding it a struggle. If nothing's changing around you, it's because you have to change something. And that's the reason why nothing's changing, but the energy is shifting. So this is a time when things can really start moving around you. You need to find your purpose. You need to find what you're about. You need to find what you want now, in a sense, really. So, and buffalo can be really about that. It's about prayer. It's getting back to the beginning. It's getting back to your truth. It's getting back to what you desire. You have to with these cards, you have to give a little to get some back. You can't just expect things to come. You have to do something to get something back. So I want to say to you, for some of you Leos, because Leos are out there doing things and stuff like I'm busy racing around, but some of you that are not necessarily living the life you want, you need to start thinking, are things not changing because of you? Now, I don't want you to beat yourself up about that. It just says, okay, that if this is, I am going around in circles, then I need to change things. I need to work on my mindset. I need to get healthier. I need to learn something new. I need to get a plan of action. I need to, kind of, with the heat card also says to us, because we're moving into a phase, coming out of the winter, let go of the past, stop going on about what's wrong and focus on where you are now. This can be a really powerful time of enlightenment, of truth, of magic, of love, of abundance, of new beginnings. But you're going to have to move forward now. You're going to have to use that buffalo energy. And once you're in that buffalo energy, don't stop. So you just start rolling and that heat gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And you're like, wow, I'm in this phase where life is starting to move in my favor. Remember, there's a lot of planetary stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. I'm saying this in every video. Stay in your lane, avoid the noise and distraction, focus on your own journey. Buffalo is quite a powerful animal as well, very much about prayer, knows what it wants. Also about freedom, sense of freedom, it's that sense. And Buffalo kind of has no agenda, and Buffalo really doesn't connect to following the masses in a sense. It's staying on someone's own path. And remember, everyone has their own journey, everyone has their own goals and dreams, and you need to really start connecting with that this month, because otherwise you're just going to be staying in this same loop. But if you move forward with the card of heat, things will change. Now, one last thing I was going to say to you, because in the card of heat it's full of orange, the sacral chakra, about getting creative. Any problems, bring a bit of creativity in it. Step out of your comfort zone and stuff like that, because you will kind of feel, if you don't do these things, I think as you get to sort of like in the next 6 months, I think you'll feel restlessness, or because with the heat, and you're a summer baby, you'll want to kind of you can quite easily breeze through spring and summer, because the sun's out and stuff like that, but you have to get focused. It's like I'm getting this word of study around you. Whatever that word means, you need to learn something new. If you're going to change something, you have to be focused like you're studying, and you're going to get some really beautiful results. And this is a month when you really need to start changing things, stepping out there, shaking things up, because it'd be a shame if you don't get what you desire, because it is out there for you. So you need to really work on that buffalo energy, and with that heat card, those combinations together can really take you far.